With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Vick now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now here's Vick. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Vick on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, Vick. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw, Vick. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That gain of 9 buys him a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they? They
tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A 1st down carry for Foster. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after try forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing, Vick. And that will be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. possessions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They will indeed go for it. Vick. And he's got Shockey.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Foster. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this one complete to Smith. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag routes are pretty good when you run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old-school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Vick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Now a handoff up the middle. Done. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw his Carr. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's done. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 4.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A give, Foster running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Dancing to his left. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
And now Carr changing the formation.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So here's Vic following the interception. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Vic to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
An incomplete pass pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Vick.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Locked in man coverage out left and end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Again, it's Carr. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
At the 35-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Carr now to throw. Pressure, they got him again.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Vick on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Falcons.
On first down, Dunn. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now Vick, he's going to change things up. They'll run on first down. It's done. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Falcons have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Roll!
On 2nd down, it's done. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
3rd down and 10. Now Michael Vick. It's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Carr.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Carr.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Throwing his Carr.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not